Hey guys, it's Michelle Carr. I'm here for Dig Deep on Thursday, where we dig deep into this week's blog post. So this week I wrote about 101 days. It kind of took me by surprise when I realized it had been 101 days since January 1st. And when I kind of did the math and figured that out, I thought, you know what, this is a really good time for us to talk about goals and reevaluating them. I think sometimes what we do is at the beginning of the year, we sit down and we write out these goals that we want to achieve. And that's great, and we probably look at them in the next week or so, but then we don't necessarily look at them again. And it could go the entire year before we even look at them and go, oh yeah, I set a goal to do whatever it was you were gonna do. Lose weight, complete a photo book for your family, go on a trip, get a different job, start a business, anything. And you go, oh yeah, I didn't really do that, did I? Or, oh, why did I set that goal? I wouldn't even want to do that now, right? So goals change, and that's perfectly normal, but it's a really good idea to always keep in touch with what your goals are. So one of the things I always recommend in my workshops and in my one-on-one sessions with people is the 90-day follow-up, or I call it the 90-day cycle. I mentioned this in the post too, that I really think we're cyclical animals, and there's seasons for all of us and all the things that we do. You know, even naturally, well, I guess Alberta has more different seasons, especially today since it's snowing, but there's kind of this general, start of the year feel where we want to start fresh and we have these new ideas. There's usually kind of that spring sense, springtime, coming out of hibernation feel, which is what we're going through right now. And then before the beginning of summer, there's that, okay, school's done, activities are done, there's a different flow. Even if you don't have kids that are in school or kids at all, there's a different flow in business in the summertime. And then September is sort of like, okay, this is the last bit of the year. It's maybe the start of the school year again for you. It's kind of another time. So we naturally have these times, and they're a great reminder to double check your goals and look at them again. And I think it's really important though to start the whole process with permission to change them. I mean, I look for myself, when I set out goals at the beginning of this year in January, or even, my business year, which is in the fall, I had completely different goals than I do now because I've since closed that business. So closed the weight loss business. So the goals have changed incredibly since I did that. So things change as we move forward, and circumstances change. And there could be things too that you maybe wrote down and were a really big priority, but maybe they're no longer a priority. That's totally fine. You can always come back to this goal if it's something that's really important to you, and you can start it again when the time is better. Or if you look at something and go, I'm not sure why I even set that as a goal for myself. It's not even in alignment with who I am or what I want. Then you can release that and just go on to the next thing. Set a goal in a different area of your life where you know you can feel success, and it's something you actually want to achieve to improve an area of your life. So yeah, just use these moments. Springtime is a really good time for that, to reevaluate where things are, get rid of that mental and physical clutter, and zero down on what it is that is actually important to you, and reevaluate what your goals were, if they still work, and what you need to do to keep them moving forward. And if you would do that on a regular basis, you'll stay on top of them. You won't forget what it was you set out to do because you're always looking at these goals. So make sure you incorporate that sort of a cycle, whether it's 90 days, 3 months, or I guess that's the same thing, 6 months, every 4 months, whatever it is. Even weekly reminders and reviews is super valuable. So set up some sort of a system for yourself, review them often, and don't be afraid to change or adjust them or delete them. If they're no longer fit, that's totally fine. But don't just give up on your goals completely. Set new ones for yourself. Always be challenging yourself and driving yourself to achieve more and better for yourself and your life. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you're living a delicious life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for Fashion Friday. Thanks, everyone.